Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall for the 18th. So I want to share with you first a very personal story. I actually posted, oh my gosh, I lost my timing because I'll tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you a personal story, which I don't usually do, but I feel like you guys will really get what I'm saying. The other day I posted about that free movie ticket, right? It was Bounce Back. And if you're interested, you can go to her website, Sonia Riccati. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I'll tell you why. You can get a free invite to go see her movie, which is great. But the name of the movie was called Bounce Back Fast. So why I deleted it from the channel, no fault of the movie or anything. I didn't get a chance to see it. No sooner than 10 minutes after I posted that video, I got a phone call from my mother. This is the personal story. She was out to lunch with a friend of hers and she noticed her heart monitor was showing that it was at 130 and it wasn't going down. So she called me and said, can you meet me in one of these walk-in places? I'd like to get peace of mind. So we go, I'm going to spare you the horror story. She is safe. This is why I'm in my space here. She's actually resting. It's something to monitor. She'll have medicine, everything else. But what I'm saying, that's 48 hours later. I've been to the emergency room. She was taken out, that walk-in place, she was taken out on a stretcher. Where I thought we were just going to get peace of mind. They were talking to me like I was going to lose her at any moment. There wasn't much cushioning or compassion. Like they were really frazzling us both with what they were saying. We were taking a ride in the back of one of those EMS. She was out on a stretcher, something I did not expect. I thought we were just going to get peace of mind. We were taking to an emergency room. And along the way in the back of that EMS, I had just posted that video about Bounce Back Fast. So that was in the forefront of my mind. And I was like, oh my God, did I get that because I'm going to have to bounce, like I'm going to lose her and I'm going to have to bounce back fast? And that was frazzling me even more. So that's why I deleted it from the channel, only because it's now associated with what I was thinking. And I just declared I'm gonna be seen through this. I'm gonna get taken care of even through this. Like that's all I was saying. Okay, so I'm gonna flash forward because a lot of it was horrific experiences for 48 hours. I'm gonna tell you something where I felt taken care of even through the worst situation. I want to tell you a couple of things, and I'm sharing it with you on the channel because actually nobody else in my life will understand, and I was alone in the experience. So imagine you're dealing with all this, you're by yourself, and I'm just declaring I'm going to be seen through this. I just want to share this with you. After the horror of a lot of people were not great in the experience. Once we got to the emergency room, for some odd reason, the main guy that was helping my mom, he had the most calming energy. It was like he put water over all the fires and all the worry that everyone else was firing up. Because in the back of my mind, I was like, the doctors are not even, if it's a heart condition, right? What they're telling her and me is the most frazzling, frenetic thing. I was like, how is this helpful? So of course I'm trying to keep her calm. I'm holding it together. What was miraculous, what I thank God for, quite literally, and I did thank him as well, he had the most striking, calm demeanor. So at the end, when he was leaving us shift, I said, I have to thank you. You have such a calming energy. I can't tell you how therapeutic that was after the day we've had. This is like 8 hours later of, the whole ordeal. And I said, you're such calming energy. He said, well, I used to be a doctor in Europe and now he's over here in like a nurse capacity or something. I said, your demeanor is so calming. I can't tell you how healing that has been in the last couple of hours after everything we've been through. Okay, that's one thing I was grateful for. Another thing, I'm just showing you all the worst possible things. Usually they have visiting hours, and they kick you out at 9 o'clock. For some reason, they let me stay until like 1 in the morning, where then I had to run home and get, things that she needed, like wires for her phone, or, you don't plan for these kind of things. Get her some underwear, that kind of thing. What I thank God for and I thanked her for was everyone around in the emergency room, you know, you're just placed in various places. You don't have like a nice room or something, right? People are wailing, they're in pain, they're irate. The person who was sharing this space with my mom was this most delightful woman. Love, love, love. And I said, I'm so sorry. She fell. She's going to be fine. She fell down. She needed help. I said, I'm so sorry you fell down, but I have to tell you, I have chills when I say this. I am so happy you're in the room with my mom because I can go home with peace of mind. I'm not leaving her completely alone. And it allows me to go home and not worry, you know, she's going to be okay. You know, she has a great buddy, a roomie, I called her, a great roomie. So we were laughing about that, but I thank God again, great roomie, right? So I can run home. Here's another thing I felt seen through that I thank God for, okay? Because I stayed so late, it was now 1 a.m. or something. I came out. They usually have a pool of taxis waiting, but it's like 4 hours after the fact. When I say the place was isolated, there was no one there. Dead of night. There was nobody there on the streets. I was like, this is kind of eerie. Like, I've never seen it like that. So nobody on the streets. I'm wandering around. Yeah, it's kind of like in a cul-de-sac. I come out. I expect I'll hail a cab. No cabs. Not only no cabs, but no cars. So there's no cars, no people. I'm like, oh my God. And I know my mom back in her room, she's actually wants me to text when I get home. You know, she's still, I want her peace of mind. She can go to sleep. She's worried for me to make it home safe. Okay, so I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm standing there in the corner. It's getting eerier and eerier. And I see an illumination of a building. So I'm like, let me get my bearings by the light and I can order a cab to come and pick me up, right? So I go to the illuminated awning and I'm there with my phone and I look up and all of a sudden I see a cab sitting right there parked, but it doesn't have its lights on, so I don't know if it's just a parked cab. All of a sudden, the window rolls down, and the guy goes, oh, do you want to ride? And I said, are you on? And he goes, yeah, I've been sitting here for half an hour, just waiting here. And I'm like, you're just waiting here with your lights off? And so I go, oh my God, you are such a blessing. Yes, I just came from the hospital. I just want to get home. I mean, it was like a private chariot. That is unheard of, by the way. He wasn't like stopped in front of like a bodega or a food place. He was just on a street. He goes, yeah, I've just been waiting here for some reason for half an hour. It's so slow. I've just been waiting here. And in my head, I was like, I felt like, oh my God, you're my cab. You're to take me home. Okay, so that was another thing I thank God for. So anyway, so flash forward, I'm going to tell you the last nice thing that I thank God for. When I came back in the morning, as I was driving back, 6 a.m, so I went home for 4 hours just to shut my eyes for a nap, grab some crap for her, come back to the emergency room, and it was so bare bone there. They didn't even give them food or drinks. There was no coffee pot. And I'm one of those people, I need coffee in the morning. They direct me to some place, the coffee pot, like in another area, didn't even work. And so I'm just, making sure they have food, they have water. I went to, on another side of the building to a doctor's area where they have their cafeteria. Sorry, I'm babbling for so long, but this was amazing. If you're still here listening to this, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm out of my head at this point. I've had like no sleep. It's very emotional during this time when you don't know if your loved one's going to be okay, right? I grabbed like a whole bunch of croissants. I wasn't getting on a hot food line. It was like, just let me have my cup of coffee. Grabbed on the side, they had a bunch of chocolate croissants. I grabbed chocolate croissants for everybody in the emergency room because I know they didn't get their food. They didn't even get served breakfast. Like I was worried about them. Like they weren't getting hydrated. They weren't getting food. It's like you're checking their vitals, but they're not getting anything in their system. So I just grabbed all these, I grabbed all these croissants, right? So now I'm waiting online and my coffee's burning my hands. The guy in front of me, because I'm so out of it, I didn't get a protector. So I'm just standing there like hoping like I don't drop this coffee. So happens the guy in front of me had about 30, no joke, he had like 30 drinks. He had those trays filled with 3 trays filled with drinks, 30 drinks. People were yelling at him, you only have like a 2-drink minimum, I don't know. so they closed the line after me because he was holding up. The line was now 3 lines, like a snake through the whole cafeteria. This woman closed the red line after me. So it's the guy with 30 drinks, me with my coffee burning my hands, and a pile of croissants for the emergency room, and everybody else that was bitching back here. So he is paying for his 30 drinks. I put my coffee pot, as he's moves his stuff, I can put the hot coffee down. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just waiting. And then when he was done, he goes, let me pay for hers too. Okay, this has never happened to me. Okay, he said to the cashier, let me pay for hers too. And I don't know who he's talking about, right? And the cashier looks at me and says, you mean her? And he goes, yeah, she's been so patient. Let me just pay for her, the croissant, let me pay for her. And he looked at me, he was like, thank you so much, for being so patient and everything. I said, oh my God, you're paying for these croissants or whatever? I'm like, I'm buying these for everyone in the emergency room. Like I was buying for the people in the emergency room, and then you just paid it forward and paid for me. I said, I have chills right now. And even the cashier lady was like, oh my God, see how that works? I have chills now talking about it. So it was just, it has tears in my eyes. I don't know why. It was moments like that that got me through, right? So then I go back to the emergency, croissants all around, coffee. I made sure they got pitchers of water, things like that, like they were taken care of. But what I'm saying is, thankfully she's home. It's something on a monitor. I didn't lose her that day, which they were making me feel like I was. But there was something about what this is. I just thank God a million times, even through the roughest, most horrible experience. And, but that's why I deleted that movie, just the term bounce back. It's something I didn't want to bounce back from. I wanted to be seen through. And I just felt so taken care of despite the worst that's happening. And those were the things that were just, I felt like I'm not alone in this situation. I'm being seen through, and it was showing up in various ways for me. So so as of now, she's home with medicine, but I just wanted to share that personal story. I was just so moved, and to be honest with you, those things that I mentioned, I did mention it to the people in the emergency room, but it's like my friends or other family, when you're in that experience, you're not telling those stories. I kind of hold strong for everybody else. I'm one of those people that kind of go through these events myself, and then when it's all over, I'm telling people what happened, because if they're not, if I started texting people this stuff, they're just coming back to me with a million things that are distracting me from being in the moment. So that's my first time saying all that stuff, but I knew you guys would get it. It was like, just this thought of you're being seen through, no matter how horrific at the moment, even it's showing up that you're being seen through. I just thought that was really amazing. And going forward, I trust, I'll be seen through, we'll be seen through, and that's it. Like, that's where I lie. That's where I lie in it. It's like, you do the best you can, but that was just, I was thanking God and thanking the various people who just seemed like such a light at that moment. Harumi was a light. That first guy, the nurse with the calming energy after everybody else, and certainly that guy that paid for the croissants and everything. It just was a beautiful, and the cab ride, the cab that just happened to be sitting there. It was like looking for the light in very dark situations, I gather, or just noticing the light in the really dark situations. So, but that's why I did delete, only because the memory of it was within 5 minutes of posting that bounce back big, and it was it didn't help me personally. I didn't see the movie. I'm just saying, I didn't want to bounce back. I just wanted to be okay, Oh my gosh. So it's just a bad association right this at the moment because of what I went through. But I wanted to share that because I just have never been, I was so moved, like feeling, taken care of even through the worst, taken care of, and seen through. And that carried me through literally for the last 48 hours. I might sound weird because I probably haven't gotten any sleep. It was just like 3 hours here, 4 hours here. But she's home now. We're gonna go to some more doctors. She's gonna be on medicine, and it's something to monitor. But the way that they initially talked to you, on the flip side, it was like, I don't know, there were angels, and then there were others that really inflate the situation and just were like taking away my hope. And it was like I had to do some real serious steadfast in not doing that. All right, so let's get into the 18th, but thank you for listening to my personal story. I know you guys can relate, because I know in the comments you've been dealing with other things too, or similar situations, and it's the things that stand out. It's like, oh my gosh, I really thanked all those people, the ones that stood out, that made it, that really were a light that, and that guy, in the morning, I couldn't get over that when he was like, let me pay for hers. And I was like, you just bought croissants for the whole emergency room. That's what I'm doing. It was so, I don't know. And then I had a great story to tell when I came back to the emergency room too, and just, yeah, the things that you're grateful for and that see you through, I couldn't get over it. All right, let me get into, but that's why I deleted that movie. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and just the thought, I don't know the movie sounds amazing, but just the thought of bouncing back, I didn't want to bounce back. I wanted to be seen through at the moment. So I just had a bad association just because of the timing. Okay, so let's tap into the Archangel messages for the 18th, the energy we're dealing with, the goddess guidance, what to surrender to make it easier, messages from heaven, loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, and guardian angels. And thank you for letting me share what I found miraculous through that, because I know you guys get it, and I'm not going to be able to tell that to many people because they're just not going to get it, Okay, so let's get Archangel messages. Just clear out, forget everything. Let's clear out for the 18th. And let's see. Plus, it's my birthday this week on the 23rd. Oh, boy. Let's see. Oh, they're ready already. Okay, so for the 18th, week of the 18th, let's see. Let's clear out. Thank you for listening to my whole personal story. But we're still seen through. We're still taken care of, even when the worst of the worst of the worst. And no matter what happens going forward, I'm just holding fast that I'm seen through and will be taken care of through it. Like I have with other things, like you have with other things, like we all have with other things, right? And that's kind of the moral of that story. But it was really brought home because it just happened. It just happened. And I'm still, it's 7 o'clock. My sleep is off because, I didn't have normal sleep for the last 2 days. Okay, enough about me. Let's get into this. Archangel 18th. For the 18th, the week of the 18th, what are the specific messages? Forget my story, please, cards. Okay, so let me just shuffle, because now we're focusing on the week. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for, I know you already understand. And I know that you've been through similar, to be honest. And I know in times like that, it's the little things that can just be like a bright, like shot of light when you're like in such a, there's no words really. It just reminded me of, I was connected even through you're connected to something bigger, and there's help and light that comes in to help you even through that. That's what I felt over and over, like with her roommate, with the cab waiting, with the guy with the coffee, and the first nurse with the calming energy after the horror shows of everyone else. Yeah. Okay, week of the 18th. Yep, Archangel Ariel, this is us in the physical, owning our power, making things better, using your resources. Again, we keep on getting those kind of cards. So Queen of Ariel, they're helping you in the physical to stay in your power and nurture yourself. See your angels behind you, kind of illuminating the story of what I was saying. Here on the earth, it can be dark or something. You feel alone with what you're doing, whatever you're trying to do in the physical, and here are your angels. And I love that there is even a light, this beautiful chandelier. I know I've never noticed that in this card, but it's after the story. And look at the dark here, right? And they're kind of illuminating your way. And they're also helping you to nurture yourself. And that's a repeating message. that we've been getting over and over again, that they're nurturing, love, support, backing, but you do that for yourself. Stay in your power in the physical, because there's a lot that you're doing. And so they're saying nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, wise advice. Yeah, so this is you being like the queen in your life in the physical, right? And they're saying that mature, practical, generous, happy. And we're having 6 of Gabriel, so there is success. And I feel like, see, look at this angel backing you here for success. And so they're paving the way in the physical for your success, and keep going for even more success. So they're saying congratulations, you've done a wonderful job, time to move on to the next project, award, scholarship, promotions. So they're commending you, and this has come up in meetings before, for the work that you're doing, for whatever you're doing in the physical. Is you've created success, congratulations, and keep going for even more success, and they're with you along the way. So that is like success, and they're helping you in the physical is what I want to say. So, and they're congratulating you. And remember, we got the star for jobs well done, and it's time to move on to the next project, to the next, is that what they want to say? It's almost like a sentence. They're supporting you in the physical, and they're supporting your successes and congratulating you for the jobs you've done, the work you're doing. And yeah, okay, that's what they want. That's so bizarre. It's short and sweet and to the point. Maybe because my story took up so much time. But they're congratulating for the work that you're doing, and now it's time to move on to the next thing. You're supporting your power to do it. They're supporting your steps to do it, and they're leading you to more success. Kind of what I was saying. Oh my God, we have, what is that? Deceit? Deceitful energy. So wow, so there could be some things that you're facing in the physical that are kind of deceitful, that they're probably helping you to maintain your power no matter what you're getting, right? Or kind of holding your own and going towards success anyway. So look at all the energy that's coming here. Wow, look at that. This landed here. Door to romance. This is door to love. Thinking woman and indecision. So there's going to be like some times where you're really thinking very hard about decisions and not quite sure, right? And that could be the deceit, because it was kind of like there's deceit, thinking woman, indecision, and it's almost like these two are semi-negative when you're not quite sure. This is the thinking woman. What are the steps? What are the decisions? And you don't want to if there's deceitful energy, meaning like, you know, you don't want to make somebody might be steering you in the wrong direction, the wrong step, you don't want to make the wrong decision. So there could be deceptive energy that they're helping you to maneuver and actually take the steps where it's actually, this card led on success. So it's almost like, despite this, right, where you're not quite sure, it could be, some things are like deceptive, right? It's causing you to think you have to make proper decisions. They're keeping you in your power. They're supporting you to stay in your power. They're leading you to success and opening the doors that are bringing in the love, that are bringing in the right opportunities, the right decisions. It's almost like, what is the right decision that takes you through this door? What is the right step that's bringing you to the success, right? That is where they're keeping you. So it's almost like supporting your success, and the success is coming from your proper decisions, thinking beyond any kind of thing that might be deceptive, like you're not sure, or even if someone's giving you poor advice or poor direction or something, you could see through the deception and see through the indecision and take the proper steps. You're thinking of the proper steps that's actually leading to the right success, the right decision, the right, and you will, because they're guiding you. The main message is you're here in the physical, they're guiding you for success, and they're with you the whole time. So that's kind of like, I guess, why I even shared my personal story. It's like they're guiding you for success through the decisions, through possible deceit. What are the steps to bring the outcomes that you want? The love coming in, the proper door, in a sense. So let's get the goddess guidance. So they're guiding you for success, but the steps for success includes decisions. What are the steps? Not being deceived along the way, staying in your power, and making the proper decisions and steps. and there's to support your success. And here we have divine passion. Yeah, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So you're staying aligned with them and keep going forward for your success. See how he's writing? It's staying aligned to what is your true passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your truth? Which direction are you going to? What's bringing you success? What's bringing this in? They're helping you make the proper choices, decisions. You're thinking of the steps. You're not going to be deceived. You don't have to worry about that. What I mean, like, there are going to be some things that you're going to be, the steps and decisions, and not to be deceived. They're showing you the way. You just stay honest with yourself. You follow your own heart. It's unleashing. So just stay in your power and stay aligned to your love, support, backing, kind of, because they're helping you with the decisions and the steps so that you have the right outcomes. You're not going to be past any deceit, like not knowing, wrong information, you know, that kind of thing. You're taking the proper steps to the successes. They're seeing your way to the successes. So just stay aligned, be real honest with yourself, and yeah, it's taking you there. So let's get what to surrender to make it easier. You're not going to be deceived because they're keeping you aligned with them, in a sense. Like, don't worry, you will make the proper decisions, the right steps, bringing that in. So let's see what to surrender. Surrender to non-action. Interesting. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Talk about the Queen of Ariel. So this is something about saving your own power, or really supporting, like they said, nurturing your own power in the physical. Surrender to non-action. Let others come to you. It's going to keep you more aligned. Let others come to you. Now is the time to be still, not act. Supporting your power. This is about nurturing your power. We've gotten that several times. There are going to be times when you're not acting. Here's indecision thinking, woman. You're not going to be speeding along. It has to be aligned to your heart, and you're supporting your power in the physical. So if you need more, they're just keeping you aligned and powerful. So if you don't act, it actually helps you decide the right steps. You could feel more love, support, backing. Yeah, this is a nurture card that's coming out here or something. Yep, surrender that low self-esteem. They're helping you to stay in your power, supporting your power. That's that. Like, supporting your power, let other people come to you, and surrender low self-esteem. You deserve, here's your success. You deserve success. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set your intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. This has been coming up over and over. If there's anything that's getting in the way that you hold between your power and your success, they're helping you to eliminate that. And your angels are with you. So this has been dual, that as they're guiding you to stay in your power and create more success, and they're congratulating you for the success you have and going forward. As you're doing it, they're also helping you with what level of self-esteem, like what are the conchs in the wheel? It's funny how this even looks like a wheel. It's a repeating message, like as you're moving for that, what are the conchs in your wheel that you can illuminate, in a sense, that will help you grease your wheels as you're going for more success too. So surrender low self-esteem. They're bringing that home even on things that you might not even realize you still hold. I almost feel like that could be very deceptive, like you don't even realize you can almost be deceptive about how powerful you really are in the physical, right? And they're illuminating that to you as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So they're helping you, and that came out in various readings of late. So you can be sure that they're kind of bringing you back to your power and supporting your success and getting rid of things that might have been conchs in your wheel. That's come out 2 or 3 times in your life, which only makes you more powerful, because anytime you do have a conch in the wheel, you're not supporting your power. It draws your power down, and they're spurring you on for success. Stay aligned to your heart. They're helping you through indecisions and the steps here. So, yep. Supporting your power, supporting you releasing anything in the way of your power and moving to success. So let's get the messages from heaven, from loved ones, passed on, our spirit guides. Yes. Oh, how beautiful is that? Landed on here. They're helping you with the steps to this. Make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. That's the success they're talking about. you in the physical, guiding you in the over here, even through indecision, even through possible deceit or not sure, making the proper steps to this. That's what they're saying. It's time to move on for more success. Make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. So that's what they're spurring on. So how beautiful is that? So yeah, that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. They're keeping you aligned and make room for those happy endings. I don't even know where to put it. Put it right here. So that is a message. Is there anything else? I want to get messages from heaven. So these steps, it's interesting where they kept it. These steps, your decisions, the steps you're taking is leading to happy endings. Stay in your power. They're guiding you for success, basically. Past indecision steps, anything that might have been deceptive, whether in your power or the correct moves to make, and it's all going to happier ending, success. That's it that they wanted. Okay, so we're going to end it with guardian angel messages. Supporting your success, supporting your power and success, happy endings. Surrendering low self-esteem, let others come to you. They're helping you through, I love that, indecision, thinking your way of the steps, and they're guiding you there. Make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. Love that. Okay, so our guardian angel messages for the week of the 18th. Kind of what I was saying, I began with that personal story. You're being seen through for success, and here it's like you in the physical, in your power. They're assuring your success. Stay aligned, make room for happy endings. They're helping you through anything deceptive and steps to bring that in. Surrender that low self-esteem or anything that takes away from your power, your success in your body, mind, spirit. Surrender, turn on action, because you have the power. You know, people will come to you. You don't have to support your power as much as they are. Oh, it fell right back into my lap. Prayer. Oh, it fell right in my lap. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. This is it. They're telling you this is your future. So help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. I love this. Feel your eternal love within and around me. And I think why I shared this story in the beginning was I did feel the eternal love within and around me with the examples I gave you, right, in the dark times. So, but they're assuring a happy outcomes here. So, and within each precious moment, feel that eternal love within and around me. Feel that eternal love, just like when I keep on saying that angels here, feel that eternal love when you're in the physical. Feel the eternal love as you're moving for success. As you're making decisions or as you're making choices, as you're thinking, as you're going forward for more success. I just love that, you know, feel, I mean, that's the moral. Feel eternal love within and around you. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Don't be deceived. I'm putting it right over here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they're supporting your power over that deception. The eternal love that's around and within you. Okay. And that's, I guess, what I was trying, if I had to sum up my story, the moral is feeling eternal love, even like in the worst of times, too. So let's see what else. Oops. Encouragement. Yep, because they have your back here going forward for more success. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you, and even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. And each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. So I have chills because that was the moral and kind of what I was saying about those people in the last 48 hours that were that for me. And then I was doing that in turn for others. But it is, you may not see it. Like as you're here in the physical, they're saying that you might not even see. They're encouraging you to be in your power. And this is just a beautiful thing. And you who's watching, you probably don't even realize how you're that for another. Like, I don't think the people I rattled off understand, even though I thank them, how much that meant to me. just a positive effect your love has on others. Trust where it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. So they're encouraging you, and for all that you're doing in the physical, your loving work. Don't be deceived. And why? Because I shared that personal story, and I was a recipient, right, of those kindnesses. The effect, like the calm doctor, the guy who paid for the croissants, you don't realize the effects that you have. Don't be deceived. Your strength and power in the physical as you're going for success, and they're helping you to maneuver your way. They're encouraging you along the way, and they're there. The prayer here even said, help me to feel your eternal love within and around me. And here is the encouragement. Yep. Invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Invaluable. Didn't we have that spirit message tip that said never doubt? Never doubt. Oh my gosh. They had me do that spirit message tip. Never doubt. When you start to doubt yourself or your importance, never doubt it in the physical for what you're doing. Okay, we're going to end it with one more. And we have star. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life. There's the inaction. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. There's the love. See, that's you. Exactly what these cards are saying is what they're saying. The inaction you hear, guided towards love. You can't make this up. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget, you are truly a shining star. And for the first time, I noticed there, illuminates. And everything I was saying in the darkness, it illuminates. Those stories, it illuminates. What you're going through, things will come in to illuminate. And remember, yep, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget, you're truly a shining star. And they're equating you here. You're a shining star. In the darkness here, you're the light sometimes for others. Just like in the stories I said in the beginning, you show up that way for others, right? And you're on the recipient of that as well. But they're guiding us to success, even through indecision, proper steps. Don't be deceived. Don't be even deceived of your power in the physical, like what you bring to situations. Don't doubt that. They're surrendering low self-esteem. Support your power in the physical, because they're guiding you for success. And I really think the deception was, sometimes we might be deceived, like, what's the right decision? We're thinking of things that's going to lead to the happy outcomes, yes. But there's also some deceit in your level of power and what you have backing you in the physical as well. Like, so, when it comes to self-esteem kind of things. And this has been coming up. This is now the fifth time. We're really being, when I say love, support, backing, it's not just for your successes, but also the power that you bring, right? Because if they're looking at your power as a light, you who's watching, they're supporting your power in the physical too. So whenever you get rid of remnants, low self-esteem, you're encouraged to look at yourself as a star. You're illuminating things. They're looking at you as an illuminator. They're supporting that. Go forward for success. Stay aligned. They're also helping you through the proper choices and decisions that are guiding you for happy outcomes. So what a beautiful, beautiful backing for the 18th. And I wish you the best. And thank you for hearing my story too. Take care. Bye-bye.